Everyone has probably heard of a cult before. Throughout history, numerous cults with a big variety of beliefs caused hundreds of people to lose their lives, even some voluntarily. Here are the 5 most gruesome and deadly cults with tragic outcomes. Church of Euthanasia. A cult promoting to kill yourself to save the planet. The Church of Euthanasia was a provocative religious group founded in the 1990s by Chris Corda. Despite its controversial name, the cult did not actually promote euthanasia. Instead, it aimed to address issues like overpopulation and environmental damage by promoting voluntary population reduction using their shocking slogans like "Save the planet, kill yourself," and "Thou shalt not procreate." Even though the original website still exists, the cult's instructions on how to kill yourself were removed in 2003 after a 52-year-old woman used them to commit suicide, resulting in legal threats against the organization. Heaven's Gate. Would you believe it if I said the world was about to end? The followers of Heaven's Gate sure did. Heaven's Gate, a 1970s cult led by Marshall Applewhite and Bonnie Nettles, combined elements of Christianity with New Age and UFO beliefs, teaching that Earth was about to be recycled and the only way to survive was to leave their bodies and go to a higher level of existence. Members lived communally, obeying strict rules and severing ties with their past lives. In 1997, the cult gained widespread attention when they claimed that the arrival of the Hale-Bopp comet meant that it was time to leave Earth. Consuming a fatal mix of phenobarbital and vodka, they asphyxiated themselves with plastic bags, hoping to reach a spaceship and ascend. Over 3 days, 39 followers, aged 26 to 72, tragically perished, with remaining members cleaning up after each group's deaths. The Movement for the Restoration of the 10 Commandments of God. A cult that failed to follow its own beliefs not to kill. In the late 1990s, a religious cult in Uganda called the Movement for the Restoration of the 10 Commandments of God believed strict loyalty to the commandments would bring salvation. Led by individuals who claimed to receive messages from the Virgin Mary and Jesus Christ, they predicted the end of the world. Members lived in communal settings and followed a strict regimen of prayer, fasting, and obedience to the group's leaders. When their prediction didn't happen, despite the commandment, "You shall not murder," some members, fearing punishment for their sins, set fire to the compound in what was believed to be a mass murder-suicide. Further investigations uncovered more bodies with signs of violence, revealing the full extent of the tragedy. The Manson family. How did one man manipulate a group of people into committing murder? The Manson family was a commune, gang, and cult led by the criminal Charles Manson that was active in California in the late 1960s and early 1970s. With around 100 followers, Manson convinced young people of his messianic role and his vision of an apocalyptic race war he called Helter Skelter. Through brutal murders, including that of actress Sharon Tate, Manson aimed to spark this conflict, which he thought was predicted in the lyrics of the Beatles' White Album. The Manson family's murders eventually came to an end when Manson and several of his followers were arrested and convicted. People's Temple. 900 people all met the same horrific fate, drinking acid because they believed in their cult leader's twisted vision. The People's Temple, led by Jim Jones, started as a religious group in the 1950s, blending Christianity with socialist ideals. In the late 1970s, Jim Jones, leader of the People's Temple, moved his followers to Jonestown, Guyana, aiming to have complete control away from government and media. Because of growing concerns, politician Leo Ryan and journalists investigated the People's Temple. As they tried to leave, temple members attacked them, resulting in their deaths. On that same day, cult leader Jim Jones ordered his over 900 followers, including children, to drink poisoned Flavor Aid, killing them all. And that brings us to the end of the most gruesome cults in history. If you learned something new, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Did you know the existence of any of these cults? Let us know in the comments below.